Right now, somewhere in the world, a Rolls-Royce is parked outside a five-star hotel, engine running, silent, so quiet the driver can hear his own watch tick. It's the most prestigious car on earth. Royalty drive it, billionaires collect it, governments protect their leaders in it. But the man who built that engine, the one who obsessed over every bolt until it made no sound at all, grew up with holes in his shoes, no father, no money, no warning that his name would one day be worth more than gold. This is the story of how poverty built perfection. Lincolnshire, England, 1863. A boy is born into a family already drowning. His father runs a flour mill, but the numbers don't add up, and they never will. By the time Henry Royce is 4 years old, his father is bankrupt. Under the law of the time, that means one thing: prison. The mill is gone, the house is gone. Whatever this family had, it's gone too. At 4 years old, while other children are learning to talk, Henry is standing in open fields for hours, scaring birds off crops for pennies. It's not a job, it's survival. Then, when he's 9, the final blow. His father dies. His mother takes work as a maid. Henry leaves school for good. There's no more classroom waiting for him, just the streets of London, and a decision no 9-year-old should have to make: work or starve. So he works. Every day, in freezing weather, Henry Royce stands on street corners shouting headlines, delivering papers, running telegrams across the city for coins that barely matter. His shoes wear through. His stomach never quite fills. This is his childhood. But here's what nobody around him notices yet. Underneath the exhaustion, something else is happening. Henry is obsessed with machines. He has no books, no teacher, no money for tools, so he studies machines the only way a poor boy can, with his eyes, his hands, his mind, taking machines apart in his imagination long before he ever gets to touch one. At 14, everything changes, and Aunt notices something in him, a sharpness, a hunger most children don't have. She decides to help and gets him an apprenticeship at the Great Northern Railway workshops. For the first time in his life, Henry isn't just surviving, he's learning. 3 years, mathematics, mechanics, precision engineering. He absorbs it like a starving man at a feast, and then the funding runs out. Royce is back on his own again, bouncing between jobs, testing tools, repairing whatever pays. He eventually lands work at an electrical company called Maxim Weston. It's unstable, it's bleeding money, it's about to collapse. Most men take the safe path here. Henry Royce does not. At 21 years old, with almost nothing to his name, some accounts say as little as 20 pounds, he does something reckless. He bets on himself. He opens his own company, F.H. Royce & Company, Manchester, a tiny electrical workshop with one partner, Ernest Claremont, and absolutely no safety net. The early years are brutal. Sewing machine repairs, electrical fittings, whatever keeps the lights on. But slowly, quietly, a reputation starts to form. Where other engineers cut corners, Royce refuses to. Every dynamo, every crane, built like it has to survive a war. And it works. By his late 30s, Royce has built something respectable, a real business, a family, stability, the one thing his childhood never gave him. Then, in 1901, disaster creeps back in a new disguise. German and American manufacturers flood the British market. Prices crash, profits vanish. Royce fights to hold his company together, but the stress is destroying him, physically, mentally. A doctor delivers blunt advice: slow down, get fresh air, or this will kill you. And then, as an afterthought, buy a car, it'll make travel easier. So he does. A French-built vehicle, advanced for its time, and completely unacceptable to a man like Royce. It rattles, it's unreliable, it's loud in the wrong places. He can't leave it alone. He takes it apart, studies every flaw, and becomes convinced of something almost arrogant for a man in his position. He can build something better. Not slightly better, fundamentally better. 1904, Royce builds his first prototype engine. It's so refined, so impossibly quiet, that people assume something's broken because engines simply aren't supposed to sound like that. Word spreads, and it reaches exactly the right man. Charles Rolls, wealthy, aristocratic, a motoring dealer in London, frustrated by every overpriced, underbuilt car on the market. He travels to Manchester expecting to be unimpressed. He isn't. What he hears is unlike anything else being built in the world. Smooth, silent, mechanically perfect. The two men shake hands on the spot. One deal, one name shared forever. Rolls-Royce. On paper, it makes no sense. An aristocrat born into extraordinary wealth and a boy who once sold newspapers just to eat. But it works, because each man brings something the other could never buy. Rolls brings the name, the market, the elite connections. Royce brings obsession, the kind only forged by a childhood with nothing to lose. 1907, Rolls-Royce releases the Silver Ghost. The press doesn't hesitate. They crown it immediately, the best car in the world. Every luxury automaker after this will be measured against it. Royce's personal philosophy becomes the company's DNA for the next century. Strive for perfection in everything you do. Take the best that exists and make it better. But this story doesn't end happily for everyone. 1910, Charles Rolls dies in a flying accident, just a few years into the partnership that made both their names immortal. Royce keeps going, alone, driving the company's standards to obsessive new heights until his own death in 1933. By then, the name Rolls-Royce doesn't need explaining anymore. It's already global, already legendary, already synonymous with a kind of perfection that simply cannot be faked. Today, over a century later, a Rolls-Royce is still one of the most coveted objects on the planet. Royalty own them, billionaires collect them, heads of state ride in armored versions of them. Almost none of them know the truth, that the silence they're paying millions for was first imagined by a 9-year-old boy standing in the freezing London cold, selling newspapers just to survive the night. Henry Royce never forgot where he came from. He just refused to let it decide where he was going. If stories like this, poverty, obsession, empires built from nothing, pull you in, subscribe, because before any empire, there's a beginning nobody expects.